Spurs v United, that was a really good game. I thought it was pretty even first half. You'll say, there was a bit of a handball controversy. I'd rather we don't give handballs for those things because I don't think that helps anyone. It's a little bit harsh. So yeah, we could argue it's a handball. That's fine on Ramirez. But first half, I thought United had some really good chances. The header that Fernandez missed is shocking. Clearly, he's not someone who should be in the box trying to head balls. But I thought it was even in the first half. I thought, Wan-Bissaka was really controlling Son and really did a lot of damage. But I thought, again, the second game of Postecoglou, just as someone who's watched Spurs over these last 5 years, especially since Pochettino left, to see them playing football again is just like a breath of fresh air. I can't imagine what it feels like for Spurs fans to just be like, oh, we can play football again. I mean, it's so nice to see a team playing. It just, this aesthetic, this Basuma's on the ball, Madison's on the ball, runs in behind, Porro running down the wing, crossfield balls. And they were solid defensively, I thought. They didn't give up too much. But again, I think this is more of a perception versus reality thing. It was pretty even. Second half, Spurs were much, much, much better and did get the goals to show that they deserved to win. But United is still pretty disjointed. I think United fans probably should trust Ten Hag. You had a pretty hot take on Ten Hag. You don't think that he's a good coach, but he did have the two rough games last season to start the season where he was trying to feel out how his team could play. And I think they're still in that mode. He ran out the same lineup. It didn't work again, I don't think. I mean, maybe a couple of breaks here or there, they get a goal, but it still doesn't quite work. They don't have the balance right. I think it's really hard for them to have Wan-Bissaka in the fullback position because he really breaks down their attacks and everyone forces everything to his side. And he's not a great passer. He takes the obvious passes. It makes United really easy to defend. And so when they take him out in the second half, then they lose his amazing defensive qualities because he basically shuts down everything on his side. And he's positionally strong. He's got these telescopic legs that stop everything. And so when he comes out and Dalot comes in, they gain something, but they lose so much in defense that they become weaker. Yeah. So it's really tricky still for Ten Hag to figure out the right path.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I think they just have normal players and a normal coach. I think neither or deserve to be in that damn team. But I will say when you just look at the game individually, you got to count a penalty again. It could be debatable, but I mean, not. Oh my gosh, here we go.
The mic's going. It's okay. I think you could probably talk through your point and then switch it over.
But let me see. No, go ahead. I think I'm going
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. It felt pretty even from that perspective, but Porro did hit the bar. Spurs had some good chances as well. So I would level that even. I think if it was a 1-1 game, I feel like United could feel hard done. Like they probably deserved a goal out of all that work because they did create quite a bit, especially in the first half. But I think again, the Spurs narrative is much, much more positive, right? They're playing football. Madison looks great. He's always been a great player, but he really looks good playing on that side with Son. I thought in the second half, Postecoglou made changes that sort of pushed everything towards the Wan-Bissaka side so that Son could get more involved in the game, and he and Madison really bossed the second half. And the second half was really all Spurs to the point that I don't think United really had a chance in the second half, especially the back half of it. So really good performance from Spurs. And I think, in the broadcast, Graham Lasso made the point, is just like, it's all well and good to have one good performance. The key thing for Spurs will be to be able to sustain and do more and more and more consistent performances week on week, half on half. Just start stringing them together so that they can feel like they're a strong group. I thought Sarr and Basuma were fantastic with Madison. That was just such a great trio in the midfield or a pair, and then Madison was the attacker. Kulishevsky did some good things got inside, did his thing. Madison was great. Son was kind of locked up by Wan-Bissaka. And then Richarlison is just not clicking yet. He's still working hard. He's still doing his things, but he's not having moments, right? He's not even missing shots. He's not even getting shots. So while he's occupying center backs and putting himself around, he's still not really getting involved in games the way you'd like. I thought Van de Ven was pretty good. He's still a little bit. He's a big guy, 6'5", so still a little bit shaky. Maybe quicker players might get around him pretty good. Porro was good. I always thought he was a liability last season under Conte, but he looked really good, really up for it. Hit the bar really hard and a really good shot. And then the keeper was okay. I think he made some really good saves as well. So all in all, a good game. I think other days United might score a few